Welcome back to Spone Academy. Today we'll be learning how to configure GEN-2001 shortcut button. The GEN-2001 shortcut button can start PA or calling SIP devices with simply one button click. First, let's take a look at the equipments we are going to be using today. These are the devices we are going to be using for this video. All the devices should be at the same network. One GEN-2001 gateway, one PC to do the configuration, and as the SIP server PC, one SIP phone for calling test, to SIP link IP speaker to receive PA, one PoE network switch. Now let's take a look how to configure the GEN-2001 to start multicast PA by the shortcut button. After connect the gateway to the same network of your PC, open your browser and type in the gateway's IP address. For me, it's 19.168.1.111. Username and password are both admin. First of all, in order for us to start PA, we need to have an audio file. In basic settings, click Media. Click the upload icon, upload audio files. I'm going to upload an emergency alarm audio and a music. After the file is uploaded, we will need to set up a task for these audio files. Go to the pattern menu. As you can see, we can bind the media file to one of these PA pattern. Let's set the pattern 1 as emergency alarm. Change the pattern name for better recognition. Select the media file. And repeat setting. By default, it will play once then stop. And also we can change it to playing by duration and specify by second. For this task, I'm going to change it to playing for 10 seconds. On the right, we can set how many seconds between each playback and task volume. Now pattern 2 is background music. Click Save when done. After we set up the PA pattern, we can bind it to the shortcut button. But before we get into that, let's understand multicast first. Go to the destination menu. There are total 20 multicast groups. You can understand this as the zoning function. Basically, any device that share the same multicast address and port can be considered as a group. You can change the multicast group name, address, or port number. Please consult with your network technician before change the address and port. For this test, I'll define multicast group 1 as all zone that contain all the speakers. Multicast group 2 is indoor area, which contain the IP ceiling speaker. And multicast group 3 is outdoor area, which contain the IP horn speaker. Click Save. Now go to the key settings. Let's define F1 button as emergency alarm to all the IP speakers in multicast group 1, which is all zone. Select the action, which is the PA pattern we just created, and destination as multicast group. And F to plays music to multicast group 2, which should be the IP ceiling speaker. Click Save and restart the device. Now we need to configure the IP speakers to the same multicast group as the gateway. First, I'm going to configure the indoor area speaker, which is the ceiling speaker. Just like the gateway, type the speaker's IP address and log in with the username and password admin. Click Basic Settings and Multicast. Enable the multicast function first, and enable multicast group 1 and 2, which are for the indoor and the entire area. Change the multicast group name to keep consistent. Make sure the IP address and the port number are the same as the gateway's multicast group 1 and 2. Save and restart. Now for the horn speaker. We need to enable Multicast Group 1 and 3, which are for the outdoor and the entire area. Save and restart. Press F1 button to trigger all zone emergency alarm for 10 seconds. And press F to play music to the indoor ceiling speaker. Press again to stop. Now let's take a look how to trigger SIP call with the shortcut button. Log in the web page again. First of all, check the SIP setting. You can see I've already changed the SIP account to 2, and SIP server as my PC's IP address. Please revisit SIP registration chapter if you don't remember. Now go back to key settings. We are going to define F2 as SIP call to the SIP phone. Change the action to call. For destination, it should be the SIP phone SIP ID number. Or use the following format for offline SIP call. For this demonstration, I'll be using the SIP ID. Click Save and restart. This is the SIP server on my PC. As you can see, I've already configured the gateway and SIP phone, so now it's online to the SIP server with the SIP ID 2 and 10. Press F2 to initiate SIP call. Now the two-way communication has been successfully established. Press again to hang up. In this video, we've learned about the GEN-2001's multifunction shortcut button, including the configuration process of functions like Multicast PA SIP call. That's all for today's video. For more information, please visit our website www.spoincome.com. Thank you for watching.